Hello friends, we have seen the concept of leveling in the previous video. Now how to tabulate the readings, whether we are taking in the ground or some problem is given, how to tabulate it. That is the point here. The following readings were taken over a terrain. We don't know what type of terrain. They have listed the staff readings in three categories. BS means backside, IS means intermediate side, EFS means foresight. These are all the backside, intermediate side, foresight given. But how to tabulate it? One more clue they have given in the problem is first reading over a benchmark. Yes, okay. The benchmark has a value of 86.452 meter, right? And the instrument is shifted in 4th and 7th station. Which is the 4th one? Which is the 7th one? That we have to determine. And the question here asked is determine the RL of all the stations. The determination of station can be done by two methods: height of instrument method and rise and fall method. These are the two methods available. We can solve both. The method give the same answer, but there is some difference. We will see one by one. But now, before using those methods, we required how to tabulate this, right? So if you mark all the readings in the straight backside, straight, intermediate side, foresight, whether we can do the calculation, whether how the readings were taken over the terrain, that we have to imagine first, right? So here the tabulation, you try to understand. I will try to show with the figure also. See, first reading the backside, with the backside 1.034. Here 2.741, 0.52 was written in this way. How it is possible? If there is a backside, then after the change of the instrument only, then new backside will come, right? Until that there will be intermediate and the foresight only. So this 1.034 is a backside, means here the intermediate sides are available. In that also 1.961, 0.672, and it was not continued, and 0.488 was given. Why? The fourth station, the instrument was shifted. First station over benchmark, second station, third station, fourth station, right? So if the instrument was shifted after the fourth station, means that the reading taken from the first position, the last reading is this, that becomes the foresight. So when the instrument is shifted, the new, again the backside will seen to the same point only. So the next backside 2.741 will fall on the same station, right? And till the next shift, the intermediate and foresight, here it was given as the 7th station. So this is the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. So after the 7th station, the instrument get shifted, right? So the again this become the foresight. The shifter from the new position, this staff reading was taken over the same point. So there the backside will come. Here it was given backside, and the remaining thing, the left out reading here intermediate side, and the last reading whatever it is, it becomes the foresight. This how you have to tabulate it. While doing the experiment, you will have the imagination, you have saw or what you have to, you can write properly. But when the problem is given like that, you have to tabulate it properly. But if you have changed the order, backside, intermediate, foresight, if you put backside, intermediate, foresight, backside, then also you will get the answer somewhat. But whether it is right or wrong, we have to check. I am going to explain one check for the instrumentation method and the rise and fall method, the check will come for when you are arranging improperly also, but whether it is right or wrong, that to be determined for the given conditions, right? You try to imagine the terrain. I try to draw here, right? There's a benchmark, the instrument was kept over, first reading was taken over the benchmark, and the intermediate site, again the intermediate site, and the last is foresight, right? This become the last reading. So fourth station, first station, second, third, fourth, right? Then the instrument was shifted, so it should be taken the backside over the same station. The reading was taken until the change over seventh station. This become the fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, until the instrument is not shifted. So this becomes the foresight. The remaining things becomes the intermediate site. Then the instrument was shifted over it. Same point, backside was seen, intermediate, and the last station. This is what the flow goes, right? You try to draw and imagine also, right? Now we have tabulated. Now we are going to see the two methods: height of instrument or height of collimation. Both are thing. How we can determine the height of instrument? I have explained the concept. R of benchmark plus backside gives the height of instrument, right? This is the basic thing you have to remember. Then if you want to require the R of each point, we have to subtract the intermediate and the foresight over that same height of instrument until the instrument get changed, right? Then you have to check whether we have done rightly. Sum of backside minus sum of foresight, which must be equal to the last RL minus first RL. The result, if it is negative, the terrain is in fall. If the positive, it is in rise, right? See the tabulation. These three we have filled based on the given data. These three is new to is for the height of collimation or height of instrument method. This is the new, but these two tabulation or the column is common for the next method also. The one and only thing is this is new to it, and here some calculation are also made. See, it was given the first reading is taken over the benchmark and value was given as 86.42. so the height of instrument or height of is determined by benchmark value plus backside gives the height of collimation or height of instrument, right? If I require the R of these 3 points, how to determine height of instrument? Minus this, height of instrument minus this, height of instrument minus this, until this only the same position, right? So you obtain these values. Now you have obtained the R of all the 4 stations up to 86.998. Now the instrument was shifted. This becomes the reference. Here the backside was taken, so the benchmark plus backside gives the height of instrument or the height of collimation, right? From this reference, the remaining 3 stations RL can be determined. Height of instrument minus height of instrument minus height of instrument minus, you will get the RL of remaining 3 stations. Now here the instrument again gets shifted, then this becomes the reference one, right? So benchmark plus backside gives the height of instrument, and this minus this intermediate side gives the RL of that station, and this minus this gives the. So the check here is sum of backside minus sum of foresight. Here it is same, it may differ also, minus last RL minus first RL. Here it is same, so both our things are 0. The terrain approximately it is flat, right? So this is the height of instrument tabulation look like. The computation can be made. Then what is the another method is rise and fall method. From the name itself you can determine which point is rise, which point is fall. You can check. In this method, the difference of the present staff reading is subtracted and the previous staff from the previous staff reading. So previous reading minus present staff reading, if it is positive, denotes rise. If it is negative, it denotes fall. So here the check is sum of backside minus foreside minus, which is must be equal to last RL minus first RL. It is same in the height of instrument method. Apart from the additional one is sum of rise minus sum of fall, that also to be checked, right? Here the tabulation look like, instead of the height of instrument column, here two columns, rise and fall. So here the determination of RL is different. First reading to the next, this minus this, if it is negative, put it in fall. This minus this, if it is positive, put it here. It is the station changed, so you can stop here, then you have to continue from the back side. This minus this, this minus this, this minus this, here stop, this minus this, this minus this. So you put whether it is a negative answer, you put it in fall. If it is in positive, you put it in rise. How we can determine the RL? The first benchmark, you know. If the next is in fall, just deduct that reading from the RL. You will get the RL of that point, right? Then this become reference. All the remaining things are in rise. You have to add. So 85.525 plus 1.289 becomes 86.814. Then 86.814 plus 0.184. So like that you add alternately, next until this. Here again become fall, 88.107 minus 1.261. Here there is a printing mistake. You check the value, you minus and put the value, and for that value minus it, you will obtain this, right? So here the sum of rise minus sum of fall also determined. Here also it becomes same, right? So this was the tabulation changes, right? So the both the method you are able to get the RL. This three portion is same, and the last remark, even you can write here change point was made. So change point 1, CP2, change point 2. You can denote that remarks also for our remembrance, right? You try to put all the tabular heading with unit, meter, right? All the things you are using the leveling staff as meter, so try to put the unit in all the things. Here it is left out, it should be mentioned, right? I hope you have understood how the tabulation to be made, how the computation. Here I explain with the tabulation alone. You have to write the steps from which it was deducted, from which it was added. The each step you have to write in the paper. That steps carries the marks, right? Thank you, friends.